Where's Maddie?
I am so emotionally drained right now.
It just makes me feel uncomfortable. I want to be here so bad. I want to feel chosen.
It's unfair, and I don't like it.
Maybe I didn't go about this week the right way. I don't know.
And then.
Hello and welcome to The Bachelor, the Women Tell All.
It's the reunion show you don't want to miss.
I didn't come back for petty. That's exactly why you came back.
Because all of your favorite women are back.
Ooh, it was a good one. Here to break down Monday night's Women Tell All episode of The Bachelor is People writer and reporter Jody Guglielmi. And from Frozen on Broadway, we have our friend Patty Murin.
Woo!
Welcome. First of all, congratulations. You announced that you're pregnant.
I am pregnant, almost about, I think, 4.5 months at this point, yes.
Yeah, okay, so how are you feeling?
I'm feeling much better now, much better. Yes, I did the whole first trimester I was in the show, which was really great. Just squeezing into the costumes and stuff. And
Well, I saw your post apologize. You were apologizing to everyone that you had been maybe like short with or anything for the past few months.
Sorry if I flaked on you, or if, I didn't see you backstage afterwards or anything.
Right.
But yeah, it was. But I feel good now. It's just so fascinating. It changes every single day, and you're like, what is happening to me?
I just want to know, from a parenting perspective, do you have like a lifetime subscription to all Frozen merch for like the baby's room?
I would
right?
hope
like,
so.
That would make a lot of sense. That would save you a lot of money.
A ton. We have a lot of hand-me-down costumes from all sizes and all ages.
Okay, so you're good to go.
Like
all right.
friends' kids.
Well,
So.
right.
Congratulations.
Thank
Very
you very
exciting.
much.
All right, before we get into the Women Tell All, what are your thoughts on Claire CRAWLEY announced as the next Bachelorette? She's from Juan Pablo season. Are you guys happy about this decision?
Yes.
I'm so into it. I love it.
Yeah.
I'm excited that she's a little older. I'm excited that she has some time under her belt in terms of the show. She knows the deal. I think she's gonna be such a pro.
Just think about all the men we're gonna get.
I know.
That's what I
know.
I'm just so excited.
I want a silver fox.
Yes,
It's gotten to the point where I've been like, oh, he's cute, and then I'm like, oh,
He's 23.
Could have birthed him. Okay, that's not a thing. So that was what I was like. We're gonna be able to drool at men now, and like look at men and be like, okay.
Not boys.
So yeah.
Also,
she's ready.
it's pivoting back. We said this yesterday, but it's kind of pivoting back to. I think this is going to be a real love story, like not just drama and like, oh, let's see how crazy it can get. It's going to be like, wow, she knows what she wants, they know what they want, and it's going to click.
She's done the falling in love at first sight
Yeah.
thing, and she's also had relationships. So I feel like she'll probably be a little more equipped to handle whatever is going to be thrown at her.
I love her. Can't wait. Let's dive into Monday night's episode. So the big thing was that Madison did, in fact, show up to the rose ceremony. There was that moment of like, where is she? Is she kind of whatever? She shows up. She hesitated for a second. Peter gave her the rose, and then she hesitated. Then she took the rose. Jody, why do you think she came back?
I think she really has very strong feelings for Peter. I think she does love him, and she's probably caught up in all of it and is conflicted. Do I stand up for my morals, or do I kind of give in? Is there a way that I can maybe compromise and do both? So I think she's in it, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see her really battle this even more.
But also, she kind of stood up and she stood her ground. Like, she made it through. You know what I mean? She did not do what she didn't want to do. And so maybe that is how she's feeling like, all right, I did what I wanted to do, and then I can move forward with it. I don't know. What do you think?
I think, gosh, she looked so sad at that rose ceremony.
No.
Conflicted,
So
right?
devastated. Oh my goodness.
But we've never seen a Bachelor say, are you sure?
Yeah, right.
Are you sure you
Like, this seems like maybe you don't mean it.
Oh my goodness. I don't know. I don't know. So I think what Jody said is right, is that I think she's going to still be really fighting with this and battling it. And, maybe that's why they haven't spoiled it yet. Like, maybe there really is no clear-cut, winner yet.
Yeah.
Because it's a life choice, a huge life choice, and a huge, huge decision for her and for him.
And Peter eliminated Victoria F, which actually I was kind of surprised after that.
wasn't.
You weren't?
Nope. I thought her
Not
time
at all.
was done.
Really?
Yeah, I wasn't surprised she went to the. I wasn't surprised she went to fantasy, but I was.
I thought she had the edge over Hannah Ann. I was wrong. What did you think, Patty?
I thought that he wanted to get her to fantasy suites, and then
And
he
that
was
was
like,
it.
okay.
Me too. Absolutely. Sorry, that's just truly how it kind of felt.
I think they had a physical connection, and like really, I think he kind of wanted to see what that was and whatnot. But I think I felt his like emotional affection more for Hannah Ann, I think, than for Victoria.
Yeah. Should we talk about ALAYAH? because it got dramatic. As the ladies the women tell all portion of this, it was just on fire from the jump. Absolutely. We start by rehashing all of Alayah's drama. Victoria P's story of her didn't really track along. Alayah sort of apologized. All the women chimed in.
At the same time.
At exactly the same time, so we don't know who apologized or maybe they're just talking. Jody, what was your take on the moment?
You know, I've always been Team Alayah.
Justice for Alayah.
Yeah, justice for Alayah. I think I loved when she was like, guys, like, you know me now. I'm just as annoying in real life as I was on the show. I was like, that's a real girl.
Yeah.
So I loved it. I thought she stood up for herself, but was respectful about it. So I was here for it. Justice for Alayah all day.
I want to see her again.
I know.
I'm obsessed.
Well, she'll for sure.
Yeah.
She was born for it.
Okay, then the Tammy drama. So it took up a lot of the episode. I mean, her accusations about Kelsey having alcoholic tendencies and being a pill popper, and she didn't back down.
Yeah, she didn't.
What is she not
doubled down.
understanding?
I think maybe, you know, I feel like she was really just hardcore defending herself after doing it on the show, watching it on the show, and then, like, you know, there's sort of a point of no return where you're like, well, this is where I'm going to die on this hill.
Yeah, that's kind of it, right?
And so I think that's sort of where, you know, I mean, I did really enjoy her, you know, sort of like eye rolls and stuff every so like she was giving it her all even when she wasn't talking.
Well, and the editors loved her for it.
Yes.
Yeah, because they couldn't show her enough, and every reaction like, police.
She probably had like her own camera on her because they were like, just get it all.
Most memes ever out of one episode of The Bachelor.
Yep.
Kelsey is someone that we tracked along with. She had her moments where it seemed like things were going kind of off the rails during the season. I felt like this was redeemable for her on the Women Tell All. She was in the hot seat with Chris. Of course, Champagne Gate was discussed more than it needed to be, but it was. Has she redeemed herself? What do you think? Kelsey?
I think so. I think so. When people were talking about her for The Bachelorette, I was like, perhaps not. Like,
that was
that I want to
never
watch a whole
happened.
season of Kelsey and, you know, her own quest for love and whatnot. But, like, I've done those things in life where you're like, ooh, I overreacted to that. It just didn't get filmed for television.
Well, and I like that she owned up to everything. Like, from the start, she's been like, yes, I'm emotional. What of it? And I was like, go girl, because again, like, we all cry. Yeah. We just don't all do it on national television.
She also said, yes, I was drinking. And like,
I never claimed to be so.
I thought she came across so well.
I did too.
I really loved watching her on it. Victoria F. then pulled up to the hot seat. They asked her about, you know, her questionable behavior, possibly breaking up these marriages, which she denied, said absolutely not. Yeah, I mean, do you think this show just brought out the worst in Victoria? What were your thoughts on this, Patty?
I guess. I mean, the thing is that Victoria didn't actually do anything on the show. That's the crazy part. It was all of her outside life stuff that came to get her. So I think if none of that had happened, we would have a very different view of Victoria. Even like, just, you know, because there was the whole controversy with the Cosmo cover shoot that they never even dived into,
it was a
which
whole
I don't
separate
blame
thing.
them. You know, that's a whole new box of worms. But it was so much of her outside. So then you question as a viewer, you're like, okay, if there's this saying she's broken up relationships, this saying she's like modeling for very questionable, you know, companies. It's like, so what is it? What is it about her?
Yeah.
But I think she would have just been portrayed as like kind of like a pretty normal girl, had none of
But
that.
also, why didn't she just, when she's in the front yard with Peter, say, I didn't do any of that?
Yeah.
Right? She said it that night, but Women Tell All she said it, but not that night, or at least we didn't say her say it that night.
I think that's when her age shows,
Yeah.
maybe, that like she just doesn't have like the emotional maturity to have those conversations.
Yeah. So then Peter came out during Women Tell All, takes the hot seat, lots of comments, lots of things going on. One of the things they sort of stuck it to him about was how he seemed to reward drama.
Yes.
Right? We talked a lot about this. Unless a woman's in tears, he's not going to
That's his love language,
Right? That was his
yeah.
love language. That's what you said. His love language is a woman in tears. Jody, how did he handle the hot seat?
I mean, I think he handled it fine. I was actually a little disappointed with how easy they let him off. Like, they were like, you rewarded the drama, but also thank you so much. We really enjoyed our time. I was like, guys, like, that's kind of your ex-boyfriend. Right?
Yeah.
Like, let him have it a little bit.
Right.
So I thought he got away pretty easy.
Yeah, they were meaner to each other than they were to him. Like,
100%.
Yes.
Yeah, now the finale's next week. I'm so excited. Chris Harrison says that Peter doesn't even know how it's going to
Yeah.
end. So what do you think this means?
That must mean that he hasn't picked anyone yet, right? Or that they both leave and he has no options?
Or
That sounds
this is,
terrible,
I
but,
kind
like,
of have
never
a little bit
happened
of a
before.
theory. I think maybe he leaves with somebody but doesn't propose, and maybe we're going to get a proposal during after the final rose.
Oh, with
Okay.
someone else?
No, I think with whoever he leaves with.
Got
but
it.
like maybe they left on rocky terms.
So that'll be live.
Madison,
So that'll be live, and we don't know where it
yeah,
goes.
and we don't know if she's going to accept the proposal or what.
And then
That's what I
Madison's dad will
think.
be in the audience
Yeah.
with a big shake of the head, like, oh, do it.